Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, it's still Chinese New Year for many people in China right now, so I have a lot of downtime waiting for my suppliers. And yeah, it just gave me a lot of things to prepare for the upcoming quarter, basically. And it's very true in life that you can't keep working and doing one thing. Need time off and to refocus, and it's actually more important than working sometimes. Like just physically doing this. Physically doing is actually the result of your past thinking and your past decisions. So yeah, it's actually a great time if you have a vacation, or like right now when your suppliers are on vacation. Yeah, you take some time off, you reflect on your business or your life, and you make better decisions based on that. Or you take more calculated risk, because risk and reward are two halves of the same coin. You can't have reward without taking a risk, and whenever you take a risk, you'll have a reward. Okay? Over the corner here. Yeah. Okay, but today I want to talk to you guys about when you first get started, how do you pick a path, basically? How do you know if what you're doing is right and basically you succeed? And the short and simple answer is you don't. Okay, so I always tell people when they first start out, like they want to quit their jobs or start a side business, I always tell them, find out what you're passionate about, know yourself, and take more risk and try something, take action. Okay, those 4 little things will basically push you to get the ball moving, and without any new actions or decisions, you'll never you never create something new, basically. Okay, so let's go through that quickly. One, you're finding your passion. Like this actually ties in very closely to your personality. So I highly recommend you take a personality test. You could be like Briggs Myers or Roger Hamilton, or even there's so many right now online that you can get for free. Just punch in your Google that in and then search for it, and then take the exams, and you pretty much end up with the same things. Like there's only, even in movies and in cartoons, you see this like recurring. So like I'll give you an example, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've been watching that for like 30 years, and it's still when I was a kid, and nothing changes basically. You still have the Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo, and Michelangelo. So with those 4 characters, you basically have the profile of like everyone. You could encompass everyone. You got the Donatello, which is very introverted, very smart, and on the opposite side is Michelangelo, who is more outgoing, social, fun-loving. And then on the other side of the coin is Leonardo and Raphael. Leonardo is more of a leader, he's a supporter, but yeah, good communicator. And then Raphael is just like he just takes the direct course. He's very muscular, down to earth, and very low to the ground. Basically, he has good timing. So, and you see this in the movies too. Like if you saw movie 1 and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, Raphael was the one who he kind of sensed something's going on, and then he was the one who got captured or something. And but anyway, moving on. In other movies too, like this is throughout. Yeah, even in Zodiacs also, Banzai and all that. Yeah, you can look it up. Joey Yap, he has a big course on this, and same thing, finding out your personality, and then after you find out your personality, you could really pinpoint what areas you should focus on. For example, if you like numbers and looking at systems and improving on systems, but you don't like creating or having to deal with a lot of interpersonal communications, yeah, you could focus on a area that you excel in business, that is, and then you could partner with someone who's more outgoing and able to communicate better with investors, or generate lots of sales through promotion. Yeah, so that's the first thing I would say. Take the personality test, write down your goals, know what your strength is, and then after that, how to get started, and third is actually finding, well, this kind of relates to not your hobbies, but like something you will like think you're interested in, basically. And you want to do this because in the beginning you're going to take a lot of actions, and if it doesn't interest you and it's not producing results, like money wise, cash flow wise, you won't stick with it. I always say, start with something you're really passionate about. It could be cameras or health related, sports, food, cars. Yeah, you see this everywhere. Like when I first started Amazon, I actually produced a product that I really, 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 really liked. It didn't make that much money, but yeah, it got me motivated to go through the entire process, basically. Okay, so you need something that will have sticking power for you personally, so you could not just go through a course or a system and go like, you know everything, but your heart is not into it, basically. And it's much easier to succeed when you actually, people keep saying, oh, do what you love and you get money. Not necessarily, but it'll get the ball moving. Okay, there's a lot to learn in business and in life, and if you don't put your heart into something, your chances of success is actually very, very low. Okay, and then the last things I want to talk about is risk and reward. Like some people don't want to put any money into a new venture, and I got actually a lot of questions like what course to buy, and some of them actually asked if I could share the courses that I purchased from them. And it's like, after reading all that, I actually told them, if you want to do it for free, you can just go online and just watch all the videos. Actually, lots of information, there's lots of how-tos, and it's always changing. So invest in the tools. If you like, in the beginning, I know it's very difficult, but you have to change your mindset. This is like business, like you see a return on your investment, on your time and your money wise. So you could track this down, but in the beginning, that might not seem logical to some of you guys. Like if you're like working for someone, like all these tools are actually like given to you by your employer. If you think about it, okay, like your desk, I don't know, timesheets, food and drinks, your cafeteria food or whatever. Yeah, they invest a lot in you, okay? And certain certificates, they also invest in you. So same thing, if you're starting out in yourself, you need to really invest in good tools and software, okay? That'll pretty much cut your time in, like in the beginning, I was actually doing a lot of Excel sheets to calculate profit, loss, tracking all the inventory and when to order, reorder, and and also doing my PPC by myself. Right now I invest in some software to automate a lot of it. That's how I was like downloading all the, basically this is the same thing in any business. There's tools that you really need to invest in, and you only need to build it out all on yourself. But some of them, if you're starting out, do some research yourself and then pick one that works for you. Or if you want to model someone, see what tools they're using, and then just go from there. Get a free trial and start. Okay. And then the last thing I want to talk about is also, this goes, I touched on this on my last video, momentum. Okay. And this goes along with risk and reward. Okay. So what if you're making like highest ever, right? And you want to keep the momentum up, but you have basically the biggest sales in your entire month. This happened to a couple of our companies already. How do we keep the momentum? We always ask ourselves, okay, we made this much this month. How do I actually increase that next month? And when you all boil down to it, is always risk and reward again. Like, you basically, you want to grow, you have to risk, you have to invest more, basically. And to do that very well, you have to do, again, in the beginning of this video I said it, you have to reflect on your past actions and decisions that led you to your current position, either good or bad. Okay. And then take better calculated risk. So I didn't give you guys an update on our mobile company, but it's doing really well right now. And the next step, if you really logically think about it, is not use our own capital, but to have investors, get investor money to fund the next projects. Because I think we have a proven track record, having a couple of hits already. One game has already been featured on Apple and Google Store, and all-time high revenue. I mean, if you say that to any investor who's willing to take a risk, they'll snatch you up in a heartbeat. But if you don't put it out there, you'll never get it. Okay. And if you don't have a plan of action, and a risk tolerance, sometimes it won't pan out. You won't even attempt it. Okay. So that's how to keep momentum up, even if you're like an all-time high, or if you're like starting at the bottom and want to move up. Think about your risk and reward. Okay. And take calculated decisions on which one will best increase your revenue, sales, or exposure. Okay. In the next video, I just want to talk about sales, and a lot of entrepreneurs that I met in meetups. So I keep going to meetups too, and a lot of them are talking, and then when sales are mentioned, they just want to talk about their ideas and what they're getting, what they're working on, but they never want to talk about sales for some reason. And I always tell them it's the lifeblood of the business. But I'll be in the next video. Okay, guys, I think I ran it long enough. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Thank you.